Good afternoon. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Today with Medcare Live Sessions, we will have Dr. Ahmed Abdelhamid, Specialist Internal Medicine and Medcare Hospitals in Dubai. Today we'll be talking about your immune system. Usually our immune system drops by age, and nowadays with the viruses, the infections, the allergies that we are going through, it will definitely affect our immune system and immune levels. So we found that it's a very important topic to raise it and get all your questions from the live session today, which Dr. Ahmed would be more than happy to answer the questions. Dr. Ahmed, are you ready for the session today?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Dalia, for hosting me for this session. Actually, it's one of my pleasure always to talk about the infection, especially nowadays. Fortunately, I will talk about infection this time from the other side, which is immunity, in fact. So I am more than ready to have this one discussed with you, and you can start, please.
Perfect. Right. So we can start. What is an immune system? Is it something that we are born with? Is it something that we develop over the years? Let's go through the immune system together.
Okay, so let us simplify that, so we let everybody to understand. So the immune system in general is the system which defends our body against infection. This is as a simple term and definition of the immunity. To understand that better, we have to understand two main divisions of the immunity. We have a primitive immunity, which is a form that we all are born with. It's a kind of immunity which defends our body against any sort of infection, regardless the type of infection. So we do have some sort of barriers which is preventing the infection from coming inside our body, like our skin, largest organ of our body, like the acid of the stomach, which can kill any pathogen we eat, and so on. So this is actually what we call primitive immunity, including in that some primitive cells which doesn't differentiate between the type of infection. So whenever you catch infection, it doesn't recognize the infection, but it can eat it. We call it phagocytic cell. It's some sort of immunity cell which has ability to engulf and eat, digest any sort of pathogen. This is what we call innate immunity. Innate immunity actually is a primitive form of immunity that we're born with, and actually it is considered as the first stand of our body against any sort of immunity. Later on, our immune system might be developing in very complicated way, and that happen actually with the recurrent exposure to the infection. When we are exposed to infection, our immunity system can recognize that infection, can start forming some sort of specific antibodies which can attack certain sort of infection and can stay in our body even for a long time after that, giving us immunity against that. And this is actually what we call adaptive immunity. Yeah. It's a sort of immunity which is well developing over years, and it can make a difference between.
Okay. Doctor, so we went through the innate and adaptive immunity, but when we say that the level of immunity drops, how does it drop and how does that happen? Is it by medication, or it's something that we
say that because age group are less responders to, for example, sleeping, more your immune, we do a certain sort of, we talked about innate or primitive normal flora. Normal flora can
touch point.
Normal flora